Have you ever felt that something was wrong, but didn't know exactly what? Have you ever had that strange feeling around someone, as if your energy was being drained, even without any fight or conflict? You try to be kind, understanding, even generous, but inexplicably, you come out of those interactions more tired, more insecure, more lost. And the scariest part, you keep going back. You keep exposing yourself. You keep pretending you don't notice. And what if I told you that this is not a coincidence? That there are people around you who pretend to support you, but deep down, they hate you? People who can't stand to see your light and therefore do everything, subtly, silently, and strategically, to dim your shine. And worse, they know what they are doing, but you don't. You are so busy trying to keep the peace, being understanding, being evolved, that you don't see the poison dripping from the sweet words. And maybe that's why you keep being surrounded by people who sabotage you. Because there is still something inside you that refuses to see the truth. Something that prefers the illusion of a connection to facing the abyss of emotional betrayal. But enough. Enough of rationalizing aggression, disguised as concern. Enough of accepting emotional crumbs because you are afraid of being alone. This video is not for those who want to feel comfortable. It's for those who are tired of being manipulated by those who should support them. It's for those who want to learn to identify these false faces, understand what they reveal about themselves, and more importantly, discover how to cut this silent cycle of emotional draining. Because in the end, keeping these people in your life is not a sign of kindness. It's a symptom of self-sabotage. If you've ever suspected someone but never had the courage to confirm, if you feel surrounded by people who want you too well, but deep down are hoping for your downfall, then this video is for you. Not to comfort you, but to wake you up. It's easy to think that your enemies are far away. That danger comes from outside. That betrayal announces itself with shouts, arguments, scandals. But the real problem, the most insidious, the hardest to identify, is when the poison comes disguised as affection. When the hug carries invisible thorns. When the compliment is imbued with repressed anger. And the worst, when the one who stabs you smiles while doing it. Carl Jung called this dynamic the projection of the shadow. What does that mean? It means that people who lack the courage to deal with their own dark feelings, envy, frustration, insecurity, desire for control, will project all of that onto you. They will find disguised ways to belittle you, to pull you down, while pretending to support you. It's the colleague who jokes by calling you lucky, but never acknowledges your effort. It's the family member who says you've changed since you started to grow, using that argument to make you feel guilty for evolving. It's the friend who supports you up to a point, until the point where your success starts to highlight their failure. These people will not attack you directly. They know they can't. So they adopt the more subtle and dangerous strategy. They pretend to love you. And that's when you start to doubt yourself. You begin to wonder if you're exaggerating, if you're being paranoid, if you're seeing things that aren't there. But you are, in fact, seeing. You just don't want to admit it. Because admitting means accepting that someone close to you, someone you trusted, could be your emotional saboteur. And here comes the cruelest blow. These people are often the first to position themselves as victims. When you try to distance yourself, they say you're cold, ungrateful, distant. They flip the script. They make you feel like the villain for trying to protect your own sanity. This is not affection. This is disguised control. This is emotional vampirism camouflaged